Excuse me. Anyways, no. Hey guys, what is up? This is your boy Matty Q. I am here today with a story time video. I mentioned this on stream about doing a story time vlog and you guys seemed fairly receptive to it. So I was like, cool, let's do that. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys about the time I got arrested, or almost got arrested, excuse me. So basically what happened was, I let this girl manipulate me when I was, I want to say it was my freshman year in high school, if I remember properly. So this was probably 8-ish years ago. 8 to 9 years ago. I think it was 9. I actually think it was 9, because I think it happened, I want to say it happened fall or winter of 2009, which was my first, my first, like, quarter, whatever you want to call it, in high school, so freshman year. So basically what happened was, I let her manipulate me, and me and her were stealing from a Target that was up the street from our high school. We would go there a lot, and we stole a lot of things, mostly small things for a while, and then there was this one time I let her convince me to put, to steal a bunch of cameras and stuff that weren't honestly worth that much money. I think they were like $10. They were really cheap cameras. But I let her convince me to put them in my backpack instead of her backpack, which was a stupid idea on my part, obviously. We got caught. As we were walking out the building, I got surrounded by security guards. They snatched my backpack out of my hands. And then one of the security guards, I remember correctly, I think he grabbed me about like here on my arm and yanked me to the back room. And literally, when I say he yanked me, he literally yanked me. He grabbed my arm and dragged me with him all the way to their back room, which was like past the cash registers and whatever else. And then when I got in the hallway, I was like roughly tossed into the hallway and then basically shoved into their little security room. They didn't handcuff me to the bench, which was cool. I was there, probably for like an hour or something. I honestly have no idea. They didn't let me check my phone, so my phone was going off like crazy because my mother was worried about me. She was trying to figure out what happened to me. She was livid when I finally got out. Fast forward a little bit, I have no idea how long I was actually there for. I have zero clue. But the cop got there, he asked me some questions, I had Sharpies in my bag, he asked me what they were for or whatever, and I was like, oh, they're for school because art or whatever, I was going to an art school. So that was a thing. He was really nice, he was like an older, like, chubbier cop, he was super sweet, I appreciate him. I was lucky, and I got off with just a warning. I did have to go into I was supposed to go into this class thing for like 3 times, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. And he was super cool, and he walked me out, we were just talking, he was like, you shouldn't have done that, blah blah blah, whatever he said. He was really respectful. I got out, we ran into my mother, who was with one of her friends, and I got yelled at and lectured profusely in the Target. In front of a police officer, in front of everyone who was going shopping. It was a very awkward experience for me, and I think she was more disappointed on me, because my brother got caught stealing, I think, like a year or something before me, and so she was like, I was supposed to be the good one or whatever, and so I think I disappointed her. I think I disappointed her a lot, because I was always the good one, I always did what I was told, I was doing good in school. Now I dropped out of college, well, that's a different story. And so that was a thing, and basically what happened was we were talking, and then he was like, okay, he has to go to this, like, I don't think it was like a group, it was supposed to be like a group activity thing. I don't exactly know what to call it. I guess it was like a class or a workshop. I think it was kind of like a workshop, I guess. That's technically would be the best way of phrasing it. And I was supposed to go to 3 of those. However, when I went there, my mother was my mother, who I adore and I love her to death. She was lecturing me in front of them as well, and I was obviously sorry. I was very obviously sorry in both situations when I was there, and whatnot. And yeah. And so when we got there, there were supposed to be, I think, like 5 or 6 other guys there, or like people. I don't remember. They were all supposed to be men or boys. We were children's tea. But I was the only one who actually showed up to the thing. And so there was like this one lady and then this dude who were like talking to me and whatever, and like telling me why I shouldn't do this and blah 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 and blah blah. I honestly don't remember exactly what we talked about. But being the gun little white boy I am, because honestly I think that's the main reason I didn't get arrested, was because I'm a little white boy. Well, that and my mother's scary. I 100% believe she scared the cop. Love you, Mom, if you're watching this. You're great. Mwah, love you. Yeah, and then we went back and we talked. We were supposed to get like more dates or whatever for the other classes, workshop, whatever you want to call it, about like when the other ones were, because I still technically needed to do 2. And when we went back there, she was like, "No, you seem really sorry. You're also the only one who showed up. So I'm only making you guys go to one of these," which was super, super sweet of her. Because your boy's busy. I was always busy. My mother and I have always been busy people. We don't know what relaxation is. My mom knows what it is more than I do. I'm in my early 20s, it's fine. I'm almost in my mid-20s. I'm like actually my mid-20s, I guess technically, depending what you consider mid, early, and late 20s. Oh, that's scary. Wow. Anyways, midlife crisis over. So yeah, that happened, which was really nice. I technically don't have a record either, which is nice. They didn't get my fingerprints or anything like that, so that was cool. I probably should still expunge that, but yeah. And so it was really a weird process. It like, yeah. I learned a lesson. It helped me figure out, because I was really awkward then, because I was in special education classes up until my 7th grade year at so 7th grade middle school. And so it was like my 2nd year outside of special ed / my 1st year without anyone knowing that I was in special ed. So it was a very weird situation for me to be in. And I didn't really know how. I was awkward. I didn't fully know how to make friends, because when you're in special ed classes, basically, like, you don't have, like in middle school, you don't go to periods. You were in one class the entire time like it's in elementary school. So I was happy, I was really grateful when I got out. But it was still just a weird transition period for me and whatnot, you know? And so it's why I ended up with some friends who weren't necessarily the best influence on me. Hence how I got a girl to manipulate me. That was an entire situation. I was very easily manipulated when I was younger, especially because of the reason that I just did. I didn't know how to properly interact with people at the time, which was weird because I'm a very extroverted person. And so being this extroverted little kid who didn't know how to properly befriend people, but also like, yeah, it was a really weird situation, and I can go into details about my special education and stuff like that if you guys want to hear me talk about that. But I am no longer friends with that girl. I think she might be on my Facebook now, but I did completely cut her out of my life after that, because I was like, I can't. I'm not. My mom told me to cut her out. I couldn't. I was just like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not having someone toxic like that in my life. I'm not gonna let myself be manipulated like that. But on that note, guys, I'm gonna end the video there. So before we go into the outro or whatever, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays for whatever you celebrate. Because I'm uploading this Monday on Christmas Eve. So if you do celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you don't, Happy Hanukkah or Kwanzaa. This is another one, right? I don't know holidays. I'm sorry. Happy whatever, happy / merry whatever family holiday you guys celebrate, if you celebrate one. Or happy Monday. Happy day off of work, because most people, I think, don't work on Christmas Eve. Or is it Christmas? I mean, it depends where you work, I guess. Yeah, I'm going off on a train of thought. So, if you guys did make it to the start of the video, please make sure you hit the like button. I don't know, maybe I'll start putting things here. So maybe like future Matthew, like, comment, subscribe, and also hit that bell icon next to the subscription button if you haven't. And comment on this video with other things you might want to hear me talk about. Like, do you want me to do a storytime video on my like special education stuff? I'm gonna do story times on like some of my mental disorders and other things I've dealt with. Just let me know if there's anything you guys are like, maybe if you guys want to hear me talk about my ghost experiences or whatever, whether or not you believe that or not. I'm definitely interested to see what more content you guys would like to see from me. Is there any challenges you guys want from the channel? Let me know down in the comments below, and hit that sub button and then the bell icon. I'm gonna hate future me's gonna hate past me, but you know, it's fine. But yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Mwah.